hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. Okay. And clearly, because my headphones picked me up. So, okay, I was told to start with this first, but you see the title already, right? And you see the road signs. So, what's next? Um, because the way the road is set up, I don't know if you guys like have ever been on a road where number one, there are rules to the road, right? And then there's these people that's either trying to outdo you and say they know how to do what you do better than you do, and you're not good at your job or whatever it is, like anything and everything. You're not good at being a parent, you're not good at this, you're not good at that. That's fine. Then there's other people that are behind that saying that, you know, maybe even trying to say, well, the only reason why the collective is anything, or, you know, is because I've helped them and, you know, I've always been on their team. Like people are trying to like ride the coattails kind of energy, saying that they're in or something like that when I don't get the energy that they are. So that's also what's out there right now. And then the other thing that just occurred was the spell being returned. There was a hook spell that has been returned. Um, and I guess that's maybe like an attachment or somebody that was trying to like trap you, or maybe there was something that someone was trying to do to ensure that you, ooh, to ensure that you got caught up or something. Like there was some lesson or something that you were supposed to see and make sure you, you know, responded. Wow. Okay. Correctly. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. Let's see. So there's some spoofing. I know that's been going on for the simple fact that I was trying to use my phone, the one that I'm recording on right now. But I was trying to use that phone, and you know how like sometimes when you set up your phone, you can have it make noises when you click the different keys. Well, that's not on my phone, but it's doing that. So that may be something you're noticing too, some spoofing. I just saw that. Maybe it's some Sagittarius energy that doesn't know that they're being watched and that they've been seen. Maybe they think they haven't been recognized, along with some Cancer energy. Maybe some Gemini has informed them. Maybe there's an initial K and D. Yeah, they've been identified. Maybe they were trying to stay anonymous and not be seen in this, but they're all. Maybe these are X's. Oh, and I also saw that maybe there. Oh, this is an O. My apologies. An O or a D. Take it how it resonates. But I also saw this as being S. You know, magic that they were also doing, trying to hook you back in. Like maybe, oh, this is disgusting and gross. Maybe several of your exes were paid some money to all do that kind of thing at the same time. This is so weird and not well of people. But anyway, um now people are really realizing that they're caught up, I think. Because it's like you guys thought that this was okay, like even just to take the text messages on your phone and like be talking to people and like help out with all of this stuff. Ooh, these groups have turned on these people. Okay, let me get back to these lanes because we know there's people. seriously, yes. So these are all people in different lanes. So what I was saying about the lanes, I don't know if you've ever driven on a lane where the freeway ends and it comes almost abruptly. There are signs, but you don't necessarily see it because it just says exit, exit, exit. It does not, it does say freeway end, but because these individuals are not focused on where they're going, they're just focused on the collective. The fact that either they're telling everybody they're better than collective, they know where they're going, so they're driving in front of the collective, or they're telling everybody, yeah, I'm on board with the collective, I'm with the collective, and they know they're not. They haven't been a part of any of this. Um, and they're riding behind the collective, right, on this road that's ending. There are 3 exits, clearly. And I did not plan this like this. I had a bunch of pictures of different exits. And yeah, it is some exits. But I had a bunch of roads of different exits like pictures of them, and I chose just to use the ones that are all the same, like that were the same font, the same color, the same. So that's how I chose the thumbnail. And then after that, and I was like, well, what are the rules of the road, right? And then that's where I came up with this information that you see on the thumbnail talking about the rules of the road, um, which are the speed limits, and it gave me these in order because I was like, well, what are the rules of the road? So I just Googled like I usually do, and they came out in order after I had already put these things on the thumbnail like this. Then I got the order of these words, which was came out first was speed limit, and that was like, okay. And then right of way was just in time, and then what's next, and then pedestrian safety. So what I understand is the too late is the people that have been working against you. Whomever it is saying that they, could, it's basically these people had enough opportunities to work on themselves. These people may be older than you. Okay. That may be what it's talking about too. Like they're too old in age to be doing these things or to think that this would have worked. Or, by now they should have understood to give this up, even could be what it is. And then the just in time is, of course, the collective understanding what's going on and, tapping in and, being aware and self-aware and all those other things, learning all the lessons, doing all the healing work, blah, 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 blah. The initial B, the initial I, yeah. Coven of cuckoo birds, mostly pigeons, yes. And then the pedestrian safety, what's next? So it's a lot of energy of like what the communities, people can see their rank now. People can see their nasty energy filled aura and stank. I said that though. I said like people can see, the veil fell off and people are actually much more conscious of the energy that people carry around them nowadays than others. But you've been in this grateful energy. Maybe this new moon coming up, something new, different is going to happen. The initials A, E, G, H, and Q. Ooh, maybe there's some kind of headquarters too of some type of business that may be closing as well. Someone is saying you are lying on them, but you didn't know it was them. So it's kind of like, well, how am I lying on you if I didn't even know I was talking about you? I was telling, I was just saying something, you were just kind of speaking. I was what I'm getting. Like this might even be at work. You were just saying, yeah, I heard somebody had, fell down the stairs and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, well, you're talking about me. And you're like, no, that was you. Okay. It's weird. And that may be because that person has done mirror magic on you. And that mirror magic, I put up a post. I wrote a post, a whole long post about this mirror magic and that it was reversed. And people should not do anything with any mirrors at this point. Like that should be a no-go because you would get trapped in there. Like it's an automatic trap. It's an automatic trap because people have been using them wrong. So it's like, okay, well, what's the best thing to do? Okay, close them all off. I don't know. Some people feel like it can't be done or something like that, but the access was given. So the access can also be denied. I don't know if people realize that too. Especially if they're using, like you have to have someone else's mirror access. Like you have to have your mirror and that person has to have a mirror in their home. So if someone's already put up a fake mirror to entrap all individuals, like that's how that works. So any mirror magic moving forward is subject to the same thing. Anyway, there's this huge backfire though. This thing is going back, I think 3 decades is what I'm understanding. Like 30 plus years maybe. Someone will fall extremely ill after eating and be hospitalized for 3 or more days. Okay. Maybe the mirror magic was being used on some Empress energy or just to kind of trap someone's abundance or, and nurturing energy and fertility energy and, looking and feeling and smelling like life is in bloom. Yeah. One of these individuals, I wanted to call them creatures. One of these creatures. Yeah, we can call them creatures. They one of these creatures that want to remain nameless. The initials just came out. I guess someone was trying to say that you were pregnant or that they had messed with you or something like that, but that's not true. There's no pregnancy, or somebody may have been told like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." They was lying. This is simple spell work. It's basically people preying on your emotions, getting you down like, okay, now I got this baby on the way, and da 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 da. That's what it is. Okay, yep, that's what that is. My bad. Simple spell work is still spell work because you did the spell hoping it would work. That's why people aren't really like, you did the spell hoping that it would work. You were hoping that, you could maneuver or manipulate this situation into being real. You was hoping that they would lay down with you again so that you could become pregnant. And, by any means, you was going to try to make that happen. That is simple spell work. You did it. You sent messages, you said things, you did things in order to create a certain response. And people want to act like they don't do magic. Oh, yes, the hell you do. Stop it. Additional charges are being added by their employers for misuse of company property and relationships. I said something about some company or something. Yeah, it's going down. Okay, I heard somebody's wife, like it kept saying the business owner's wife, the business owner's wife. She just keeps crying and crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. Her kids are like, "Why is mommy crying?" And it's something going on. And it was in the previous reading. I don't really remember. I guess, I don't know. She knows the jig is up. I guess, I don't know. This person poses as a highly or very religious person. So they hide behind this, like, oh, we go to church at such and such, the one over here. Yes, we do this such and such every year for the church. We host this every year at the church at our office. Something like that. The community members affiliated will be charged as an underworld syndicate that committed a religious hate crime, if they were wondering what they were being accused of. Because they know about the identity theft. That's why it's going down as RICO, guys, because you got so many people convoluted in the looted. I'm just saying. So all of these community members are going out because their affiliation will be considered and charged as an underworld syndicate that committed a religious hate crime. A lot of these community members aren't realizing, like, what did you say? What did you say about the collective? What did you text message? You put it into writing that the collective was what, or that you agreed with what about the collective and blah, 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 blah. Why? Because this person was feeling good through and through? Ridiculous. And you still mad because collective still feeling good through and through. About a month or so. This was supposed to work about a month ago. I thought we hooked it up before. It ain't gonna work no more. Listen, this energy has already been done, like this leap of faith. And if it hasn't, then this is a indication, like if you've been waiting to do something for a month or so. But I feel like people have already taken their leap. About a month or so, people have been sitting going exactly what they knew they needed to do, and etc., etc., etc. Ooh, it says he or she don't like you, like we hear. The cult has turned on a few people in order to cut their losses properly. Now that's the part that I didn't speak on, because they know the rules. It's pedestrian safety. That's what that is. That right there, the cult has turned on a few people in order to cut their losses properly. That's the energy of, what did I say? What's next? Pedestrian safety? Yeah, that's that lane. So whomever's over there, whoever been doing stuff, whoever, the Too Late crew, they got special. This and the whole nother reading. Because again, I selected these signs based on which ones matched. So there's another set that matches, and that's going to be a whole nother reading. Yeah. The road is not short. This one ended. That's all. This freeway, that ended. It's abruptly. Somebody in front of you. And that's the thing. Okay, back to the lane, Spirit said. Okay, so back to the lane. People are spoofing you, right? People are going to want to come kiss your butt. This is what's happening now. The cult is cutting their losses. But the actual lanes as they show up, and it's some weird stuff because this lane dips down and this person thought they were fine, that they could just stay in the lane. It was something weird. But anyway, let me finish this. Okay, they were spoofing you, but now people are trying to get in touch with you, probably. To see what they can do right. This cult has turned on a few people in order to cut their losses. That's that. What's next with these community members? People that are posing as highly religious people. It's over for them. This lane as well. Additional charges. from property, from employers, from employees or company for misuse of company property. So maybe some properties are being seized too in this instance. Okay. So the spoofing, that's what they have probably been doing more recently for this last month, trying to see when you're going to make your move. That's one of the things. They've been sending out this, that's for the community to understand, like, no, you can't get off the hook because spell work is spell work. Somebody did this pregnancy fake to try to, I don't know, encroach, but maybe this person is also the person that's saying that someone's lying on them, but you're like, I didn't know it was you that fell down the stairs. I didn't know it was you that was pregnant. All I heard was that someone was pregnant. Like, I didn't make up your information. You made up your information by lying and saying that you was pregnant. So how would I? It's one of those kind of things. Like, actually, had you kept your mouth and your legs closed? It's one of those. Had you kept your mouth and your legs closed, you probably wouldn't even have these conversations. But anyway, collective is still in this grateful energy, feeling good through and through, especially through since now in the new moon, whatever, all of that. Because you are the gift, collective. That's this. Okay, so here's the lanes. This is the too late lane. Okay, yeah, this is a too late lane. Yeah. And then the what next is the community. So everybody's meeting an end, but the collective, you were going where you knew you were going, and you were kind of spoofing everybody because, again, this group of people thought that they were you, and they knew where they was going. Okay, I'll just show you where the lanes are. That's the group that thought that they were you, so they going over here to too late, and then because they already ahead of where you are, which is right here, and this lane goes this way, but then goes this way. Okay, are you following me? Okay, so keep the directions. All right, so listen. Then this person saying they on board with you, they cool, whatever. Community members, la. Trying to maybe ride on your coattails to even try to get away from whatever's going on. So I don't know. But that's who the people, I don't know. Anyway, Cole has turned on these people. This is a community. Okay. You were the gift. Okay. Got it. This lane of people feel like because they're behind you, but they're in this lane. They're in this third lane. This lane, this whole freeway ends right here. The last sign for that was right here. You see where my hands are? Everybody's past that. They didn't realize everything past this line because it comes up so abruptly was the end. And I've been on freeways like that before. This person only has a choice to maybe stop here. This person is this done for. This is donezo. You can't, yeah, no. This person that's behind you, the only thing they could do is maybe stop. But then there's these bumps. It's weird too, because it was like, I was like, these aren't like, it's going to cause sidewall damage. Tires going to blow. Like, they're going to be a spectacle stuck on the road right here because there's this one little section. Or it has those things, you know how when you're driving on the freeways, it has those big old garbage cans full of water or something. These, in this instance, it was full of like cement or something. So they thought that they could hit it. And so now the front of it's something like that, right? So that, because maybe they tried to realize, or if they do realize, I don't think this is, and it's weird because this whole car accident energy keeps coming up too. And I'm just kind of like, oh my goodness. Okay. So that's how the lanes roll. All right. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. All right. I still have more cards over here that came out of that deck. So, out of the laundry basket. What else should we know right now about this? All right. Ooh, wow. Also, another reason that this cult is cutting these losses is because they initially, what the hesitation was because they didn't know that these people were doing this because they were jealous of your beauty. Like, they didn't realize that some people were jealous of your beauty. They just assumed that these people realized how beautiful, or, their own self-value and self-worth based on, the image that they are created in. Like, what the flabby skin they have. Maybe this is someone with that wild courage from the previous reading, or maybe they see you as someone with wild courage, or maybe this is someone that's been let go that's with wild courage. by someone they felt like was a soulmate. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Anything else from this stuff? Yeah, you really unleashing your creativity is what's bringing in this love for you. And creativity can be a lot of things, just in the way that you like wear your hair, the way that you know, all of these different things can actually attract the person that you're looking to be with, or be, you know, because at the same time, it's like you're attracting your highest self too, not just in a partner or partnership or business or, you know, success. You are looking to mate with you at all times, right? I'm trying to think of what am I trying to. Yeah, like you see your own value, so you also realize like it's all these different purposes, you know, because it's all connected. So we're all on like multiple journeys. We're on journeys to self, we're on journeys to our soulmates, our partnerships, our this, our that, you know, our true loves. It just depends on the things that we've set our hearts upon. So if we've set our hearts upon this type of connection or that type of connection moving forward. Maybe somebody might just want to have good friends, like friends that they can trust and hang out with, and they not be, you know, business partners that they can trust, whatever it is. The people that are in this gift energy, that's what they're receiving. So don't, you know, whatever the dreams are, whatever the aspirations are, whatever the tasks, you know, are that required you to be this strong, you haven't done it for no reason. Look at that. That's a 3 on there. So just know this 3 lanes is real. The 3 is here, and it's because this is 31. So, and it takes 2 to make 3. That's what's coming in this love. So even if, you know, sometimes it may take your creative genius or your financial, you know, astuteness or whatever it is. You know, you might be the person bringing the money to the game to really make this happen. You might be the person that has all the ideas, you know. It works all kinds of ways right now. You got the song, they got the track, like you got the lyrics, they got the, you know, the song, the track. I don't know. I'm not in the studio with y'all. My own studio. That's the other part too. Like you made sure to stay in your lane and always like be clear on where you needed to be. Yeah, people thought you were being prideful, but it's like, no, staying in my lane. Maybe that's something that this cult has realized again too. And it's why they've turned, oh my gosh. Yo, I just realized this is the same card twice. And I happened to put it on the top. I didn't even notice. It's almost kind of like you cannot fail. Look, help from above. You cannot even fail. It's just you because you've been in the lane. Oh gosh, I should not be laughing this hard. I have had nothing but my green organic tea from Trader Joe's. I promise you. Oh my gosh, maybe there's an H that belongs in this energy too. This person poses as a highly religious or extremely religious person. Oh, this is so funny. Be encouraged. Whew, this is hilarious. Success, happiness, and all will be well. Yeah, there's a lot of enlightenment energy. I know that because I did a pre-shuffle, and for whatever reason, this was turned over, and it for some of you, you're renewing that. Like the whole depth of that is going to be coming in soon too. It's so beautiful. It happens because you're ghosting. So I feel like somebody is actually ghosting people, or yeah, somebody is actually ghosting someone. Like somebody's deciding to maybe not let their pride get in the way and get them on the wrong road. Like maybe they see somebody else has stumbled right here. And they're like, okay, we can't. Let's just go on. Let's just go and get off and go find something else to do. They're going to take their little ride where they got to go. And take it on the chin. The initials B or I could be significant in this. And I'm just putting all initials there just for argument's sake, okay? You will both support one another's in great ways. So don't trip if your initials are over here or the initials that you know you and your person identify yourselves with. Do not even trip. Anyway, I told you somebody is crying all day. This woman, she's crying all day, all around over him, and he wants nothing to do with her. Her friends think she's stupid and desperate. I don't know who this is. Maybe this is the energy that's maybe, you know, struggling or having to come to terms with their pride because they see the person in front of them. Ooh. And they know too that like they have something to do with these community members and this hate crime too. So they can't, it's almost like people are getting caught up I mean, clearly, they can't follow you. The road ended. You where you're supposed to be, and they was either trying to be ahead of you or trying to follow you. So, either way, they messed up. They're all they're a menagerie of mutts and lonely ducks who truly need to get a life and a clue. That was kind of mean, don't you think? To put that on a card. But I guess I hear the dogs barking. So hurt dogs holler. They're all mangy mutts and lonely ducks. And sometimes you can hear the ducks over here. But today I heard the owls, and that to me always signifies like your wisdom is leading you to a new beginning. And there's just certain hoots and noises and certain things. But anyway, they need to get a life and get a clue. I'm getting these energies over here like wish that they could erase their goodbye. That's why they were trying to follow you. That is what it is. But you spoke openly about how you feel, or maybe that's what you're doing. If they attempt some other effort, you're speaking openly about how you feel. And what you're explaining to them is that like the goodbye was a goodbye. Like it was done. And like, you're pressing the issue that like, we're not going to recommunicate about anything. That's how my grandmother would say it. We're not going to recommunicate about anything. Because she used to give me like little tasks. Like I would be the one that they would send to go run errands. So I'd take off in the car, but I wouldn't always come right back. And she knew that that was how it was. So she would just be like, no deviations. Don't go do anything that's not on the list. Like, don't stop over here after you do these 2 errands for me, kind of energy. So I feel like that was, that's the energy you've been in too. It's like nothing. And, so it's good though. Wow. Somebody owes their squad or their friends or their employees or something like that money. And they're kind of filing these suits, not kind of, they're filing suits against her, it says, her property for services. Oh, a lis pendens. And I get the energy that this person is familiar with what lis pendens means. A lawsuit is pending, baby. That's what lis pendens means. 2727, they will seize their house upon selling the possessions and you will be paid. Well, hey, I guess the squad, that's the squad. I guess the squad is the cult members, and the cult members by way of you, because the card that was at the top of both of these was saying they are making sure things get back to you. That's everything. Don't leave out anything. Yeah. Because you got stuff to do. You got to follow your heart. Do what makes you shine your brightest and enjoy life every day, whether it's baking a cake or building a wall. I don't know, but job well done. Like, masonry it's a very skilled profession, and not a lot of people even go into that craft anymore. We're probably going to have robots doing it. So I don't know. I hope not. Anyway, yeah, enjoy the little things. Yeah. So much is going to change too. But you guys are ready for it. Somebody is in an eviction or foreclosure. I'm guessing that's over there with these people. If they were curious. Yeah, if they were curious, it seems like because some of these people felt like, oh, okay, well, that was the new idea, was the hook spell that I put in the title that is like stuck. That broke. The hook broke this morning. So if the hook breaks, whatever you were trying to hang on it can't not be hung, right? I mean, just rock with me. For all intents and purposes, if you put a hook on the wall, even if it's the 3M kind that you could pull out with a little, if you put it on the wall, but the hook breaks, you got a little piece up there, but the hook is broke. So you can't hang anything. The hook is broke. Yeah, so this hook spell broke. Can't do anything. Anyway, too late. What's next? Just in time. Road rules. Speed limits. Yeah, they think that they feel like they might be trying. What they keep doing stuff for is because they're trying to do financial spells to try to save these houses from getting taken from them. So that's what all of that money green, spell work energy is coming from. That's what they keep trying to find new ideas, because you have to get yours back. Like, it all has to come back to you. And even though they know that, like, there's going to be other ways that you will receive your abundance too, because it's like eager to execute ideas. So it's like you have an abundance of ideas that you're going to build off of anything that you gain, in any way, shape, or form, because that's just how you are. But you have, an abundance of this financial stuff too that's coming in. Ooh, that's because these people were never happy and never satisfied. They kept, these are the people who keep doing stuff. Yep. Now they're having a fallout. Dang. This has been something that they've been going through or experiencing since May or June. I want to say there's some binding work that was done that was released in May or June. So during the summer, and you got to really love on yourself. That really put a lot of gave you a lot of room for this curious new ideas, all of that abundance energy to really flow. Anyway, they'll find more evidence of the collision. Oh gosh. Oh, of the collusion. Okay, I thought I was talking about a car accident again. But I'm saying that energy is heavy. Anyway, they will find more evidence of the collusion after the initial case enters the media. So okay, so you know how like people come out the woodwork? Well, people are going to come out the woodwork. People are going to come out the woodwork, number one, to kind of see if they can get any kind of anything. Also to kind of contribute, because they feel like, because they knew about things, and they feel like they feel the karma. Okay, maybe they're even running into situations. It has something to do with a reading that I did maybe last year, but they keep running into situations where they're having similar situations that they knew about occurring to the collective. So like some stuff that was being done behind your back, they're finding out about the same stuff happening to them or around them or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Oh, so the people who were colluding are finding evidence more of the collusion even too. Oh gosh. And because they're finding more evidence of that, when it comes out, they're going to run to the media to just confirm more stuff too. Because they're in a position where it's like, okay, I'm too busy trying to survive. That's the energy I hear. Like, I'm still too busy trying to survive, because I'm already, because again, these people are desperate in the first place. These people that would, go and damage cars, or, vandalize this, whatever they're doing. Go and just call you names just to, like what? Why are you being rude? So they'll find people to do anything they can, but essentially those people are realizing things. Yeah, they're sitting in a lot of self-pity. Yeah, all of that kind of stuff, though, that collusion to do stuff against you is over with. That self-pity. Yep. A lot of relationships are being affected by karma and sex magic, orgies, and rumors and backfires with extreme force. Told ya. Those are the people who are trying to, oh, the collective did this to me, and I got to find out where they're going because they did this, and we got to get on them, because that's the people back here. I'm better than collective. I'm gooder. Like, there's no such word. I'm still gooder. Okay. So anyway, mommy and daddy, spirit baby. Oh, it says mommy and daddy are so proud of their accomplishments and are always proving to be an inspiration to others. Yeah, maybe it's because you love on yourself. And you've had all this help from above too. Richie Rich, the age-old rags to straight riches story. So like, it doesn't even matter what level you're on, because again, it's like somebody may be deciding to extend, financial assistance to someone, even though they're like, still have other things that they could invest in, but it's because of where they're placing it makes it go crazy. So it's like someone's making a good investment, and then some people are receiving that investment into their life. Okay, so keep with it. Yeah, that's what these energy vampires saw, because they thought, oh, we'll sit and wait until they get there. Okay, go for it. Those who anger you control you. You've realized that, collective? Maybe some Leo hasn't realized that, and maybe that's some kind of like, oh, that's some prideful energy. Okay, that's why the word is coming out that. Oh, I get it's an energy of a feminine or it's a masculine that found out about either divine masculine or divine feminine from someone they were dating, or it could even be the divine feminine has masculines in her past that are attracted to divine masculine. it could also be that divine feminine has masculines from her past that are attracted to divine feminine. This is the thing. In those types of relationships, my apologies if you're not moving into a love connection, but in those types of connections, what ends up happening is everything is better. So it becomes a better parent. If there are children that were left behind by someone, it becomes a better lover. If, people have it, whatever it is, it's all healed, because these people did that. There's also a lot of beauty and understanding right now too from other people. Because once you separate it, once they got to that road and they were like, dang it, now they have nothing to do but, get off and, hopefully, see what, review the road. That's the only thing. Because basically this road leads to exposure. That's all they did. Okay. The UN needs specific people from the collective to unite the nations. Again, you might be seeing some things too, because I saw a few things coming up as well about like how things are actually going. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I do know that came from my download, but that is very much true. The UN does need specific people from the collective to unite the nations. There's something about the level of knowledge and skill and capability and something else or something like that. And then also, also the energy of like the natural disasters and someone having predicted that and knowing that these things would occur, because not all of these things that we've seen are actually what is that, like it's not the stuff that they created. Some of it is a result of them continuously playing. But anyway, someone has a Mama Jones in their life who's spelling psychotic wrong. So there's somebody who like spells wrong. And I think that the people that have been in these group chats with these people know who that is. Because they spelled things wrong and stuff like they, I don't know. And it's been like real wrong where it's their spelling. It's not spelled check or something like that, or the lack thereof. I don't know. But anyway, 3 people have already been made aware of the Fed charges. Yeah. These 3 people that were maybe saying that they're already in court. 3 people from that. And now the only thing required of you is to continue to amplify your worth. You are just supposed to, again, that's all that's going to be happening, because there's this up level. You saw through all these people earlier on, and other people wish that they did too at this point. The conspiracy against you has caused them to forfeit a really good life. Ooh. That's no bueno. A complete end to their lives is taking place. Yep. Again, the whole road, all the roads have ended. Maybe there's a mother that's been cut off. The yes card is here. September or October is when this mother was cut off, possibly. That's when you took the high road and decided to leave the past to the past. And that's when you gained this emperor energy. Or you gained your emperor energy, this structure and stability in ruling. That's what, took place during that period of time. What am I talking about? Sometimes we really don't. We just be going along, especially when the cards are so easy like this. Rest, relaxation, recuperation, contemplation. Ooh, sounds like fun. I feel like maybe if you're not going on a vacation, your body's going to want you to take time for that, because it's a part of the ascension. That's all I can really say. Yeah, maybe even some complete strangers. Maybe while you're on vacation, you might meet a complete stranger. I don't know. Maybe you're going on vacation and, I don't know, with somebody who seems like a complete stranger. And I get that, because even if you dated for or talked to somebody and went out on, let's say, a few days, let's say you went out on 3 dates over the course of 6 months, and you guys have met up 2 or 3 times as well, but you guys talk on the phone every other day. So that person can still feel like a complete stranger to you. So, but you're doing really good at kind of evaluating, and seeing that immaturity doesn't have an age when it comes to dating, and when, where, why, and how, to cut off, or, why people were cut off from you, or who to cut off if you're newly dating. Someone is saying that you were lying on them, but you didn't know it was them. Oh my gosh. Somebody needs to get themselves together. It's not true. Those who use their work devices to influence or influence. So someone used their work devices, right? And devices could be either things like, connections or influence, it says here, in a specific industry. And they are being demoted or taken out of the position of power. So it's in an industry. It's with respect to work or, yeah, or your position in life even too. So yeah, they're being demoted. And you're being, like I said, up level. Will they ever learn to focus on healing and getting well to have a real legacy? That's the biggest challenge. Because I get an energy like these people are going to be looking backwards at you. Once they realize like, oh, dang, we missed the exit. They might sit at the exit and just look back. It's weird. Yeah, they all look stupid. Statewide. Oh, that's the community. Yeah, ownership is key. They're realizing like they do have to take ownership for what they did. Ooh, and maybe because a lot of them know that they were caught on CCTV, grouped up, like maybe going to parties with people or meeting up with people for lunch or, drop them off money and whatever. The initial I could be significant. This person walks around in a schizophrenic state. No one around notices yet. They think they are just complaining. So I got that energy pretty heavy too. Like someone is not, who does it benefit? Maybe some people are ignoring it because they're like, at this point, I'm getting this energy like they've been cut off here from the collective. So ownership is key. So the community feels like, well, let them figure out their problems on their own. Like, let them get themselves where they need to on their own. And that's what everybody around them is deeming too. That's the first time I was ever told to dig into that card or a card that I was not sure what it meant, what it related to. That heavy, but that's what they're saying. That's the understanding for why people are not even saying it, even if they do notice. Because now people are going to start paying attention and going, oh. And then they're going to be like, well, I'm telling you, because they know that this person has been being immature. Like they know that this person realizes that they have these other issues as well. And they're just not choosing to address it. Maybe it's multiple people in this energy. Every time they gossip, lie, or slander, the devil becomes their puppet master. A life of ruin is on its way, and it's more apparent every day. So people are realizing who's actually in control. Like people are realizing that these individuals are possessed, like that they really cannot control themselves. Again, it's looking like schizophrenia for someone out there. But anyway, yeah, and people are questioning like, well, does it feel right? Does it feel right to like let them figure it out? Like that's the same thing we did here, and does it feel right? So people are maybe struggling with that. They're not sure. Physical affection is equally important to you. Yeah, you and your person don't like to be cut off from that type of energy with each other at all. Like you don't want the physical affection. You don't want the, communication. You don't want none of that to be off at all. Like you guys are real for real. Like ain't no going to bed angry. What is you talking about? Where? What do you mean you're not coming? It's not like that. There's a very like stubborn energy between the two of you but it's about, you guys are stubborn about the same things in the same ways. So it just makes it more forceful. Like this is not something that takes place in this type of connection or relationship, because these energies are very forceful about how they, what their core values are. They have very clear boundaries. Yeah, because no one's under in somebody else's control. Like each person is thinking for themselves, but those mindsets match up, and which is why it's this heavy Taurus energy here. Anyway, they have absolutely positively no control over you. Why? Because they thought they were better, and they're back up there, and they're in the wrong lane, and everybody back here can see that. See that it's going to be great. This is funny that that is the last card. So you mean to tell me I don't have to do no tarot cards? This is nice. I like this. This is already 40. Yep, it was 44, 44 when I said. Y'all know I'd be so excited about this stuff when the synchronicities be thinking 44, 44. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I will catch you on the next one later.